Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. So in the last videos we have discussed about some of the string function. So we had left with some of the functions at that point of time. So we are going to conclude the string functions right now. So if you open the MySQL documentation related to the string functions, so there are a lot of functions, but we are not going to focus on all these things. So we are going to focus on certain data, okay, or certain function possibly. So we will be talking about today about the instring method, locate, and there are some few other method which may be helpful for you. So the instr method is basically used to get the index position of your character or your substring. So if you see the instr where it is, yes. So it is going to return the index position of the first occurrence of a string. So it takes the first argument. So let's say I just take the Shakila database. So in the Shakila database, we have the first name column. And from this first name column, if you wanted to extract, let's say, a character E, okay, at which index position the character E is present. So I have to go with instr method. So the instr method basically takes a character or a substring, whatever you prefer, and it is going to give you the index position. Okay. So if I just put E, okay, remember if you just put a small e, so there is no small e, okay, so there is a small e that is present. So that is the E, the small e is present as second index, but it is always a good habit to put the capital letter, okay, if the data is capital. So see the in the Penelope, the letter E is present on second index, so it has given me E, okay. Now if you just put, let's say, do we have EO together? So EO is a substring. So do we have a substring EO together in this first name? No. So it will give you 0. Okay. So see, there is no EO as a character which is present together in the complete values or in some of the data. So it will give you an error. Okay. So remember these things. Now there is an alternative of instr method that we call as locate. Okay. So what this locate will do, it will help you to get the data from a certain position. So it is similar to like instr, but it will help you to get searching the data from a specific position. So let's say if I wanted to get searching the data of letter E from the same first name column, E from the same first name column, and rather than using a instr method, I use the same locate. Okay. So see, it gives you the same thing, 2, 0, 2, 1, whatever the values we have. But in case the searching is going to be started by default from 1. So it starts searching the letter from the first character, that is from P onwards. So it starts from P, the second character is E. So it find out the E is on the second index, so it gives you second. Okay. Now, one more thing. In case if you wanted to start searching the data from one index, so it will give you the same output. If you start searching the data from second, it will give you the same output. But if you start searching the data from third onward, so just take an example of Penelope itself. Okay, so the third character is N. So if you start searching the data from third character, it will go to the right side. So the next E is present on fourth index, so it will give you 4. So if you start searching it here, okay, for Jennifer, if you see, you start searching from N onward, so the E is present on the second last character. So if you calculate, J is on 1, E is on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for this Jennifer, you will get 7. For this Penelope, you will get 4. Let's see. So you see, you get 4 and here you get 7. Fine. So the locate help you to extract some particular substring and their index position, but from a certain position that you provide. So I started with 3. So it will start searching the letter E from that third character. If the data is not present, it will give you 0. Okay. So that is about the locate and instr method. So let's see some of the other functions which may be helpful for you. So we have a replace method which may be helpful a lot of time. So the replace basically help you to replace a value from a string data and which character you wanted to replace and by which character you wanted to replace. So there are 3 things that we provide. So let's see. So let's say I have this data. So I wanted to replace a letter, let's say in this first name column, I wanted to replace, let's say, the letter P with some character, let's say hash. Okay, I'm just taking an example. So a lot of time you will face all issues while solving the SQL queries. So replacement is required. So see, we have replaced the value of p with hashes. Okay. So see, the values has been replaced. Okay. So you provide the column name, which value you wanted to replace, and by which value the values are going to be replaced. Okay. Three things. So that is about the replace method. And there is one more thing that we use generally, that is a string comparison method. Okay. So the string comparison method is basically used to check whether the strings are same or not. So see, if both the strings are same, so it will return 0. If the first argument is smaller, okay, if the first argument is like having a small value, okay, then the second one it will give you -1. Okay, otherwise it will give you 0. Fine. So if the argument is null. Okay, so let's see. So I just provided, let's say, some data. Let's say same Nick, okay, and Nick. So both the data are same, are exactly same. So if you run it, so it gives you 0 because both the data are same, both the data are equal. Okay. If I make the first one as a smaller, so see, it has only 4 character. In this Nick, I put one more value. Let's say Nick 2. Okay, so it gives you -1 because the first argument is smaller than the second argument, so it will give you -1. Okay, and so see, so if I make the second one, if I make the first one as greater, the second one as smaller, so it will give you 1. Okay, and in any of the case, if it is null, so if any of the value is null, so the null cannot be compared with any other value, so it is null itself. Okay, so that has been provided in the documentation of MySQL. So I hope you understand all these majorly used functions that are supported in MySQL. Now in the upcoming videos, we'll be having more discussion about the mathematical functions that are supported in MySQL. We will be having a deep dive to that. So if you feel any issues in accessing the data, in accessing certain question on any of the platform that are available in the market like Hacker and LeetCode, feel free to put it in the comment section. And soon we'll be coming with a series on solving those questions on a daily basis. Okay. Till then, have a great day. Enjoy your learning. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.